From 12 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Happy St David's Day from us on BBC One. Christy with you live, spending our Saturday eating great food with gorgeous views in Ricksteins, Cornwall at 11:15. Now a nibble in the kitchen.
Brindaloo.
Now on BBC One, a sigh of relief and stunning views just waiting to be soaked up. Much needed after a long week. Lunchtime was fun.
Just been thrown into the Hunger Games.
This is your Saturday afternoon on BBC One. Christy here live with the moments we wait all week for. Life on pause and all eyes on the pitch.
Challenge Cup everywhere.
And iPlayer.
Holding our nerves and facing our enemies. A summer to remember in the Lake District. Swallows and Amazons on the way in 55 minutes after Countryside Dreaming here on BBC One.
Welcome to
1 and 2. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Up to old tricks with our favourite faces. Wallace and Gromit, a matter of loaf and death at 5 to 5. But now on BBC One, a summer like no other.
Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
Well, they started out as batty inventors. Now they're BAFTA winners. They might be A-listers, but they're still making time for us on BBC One.
Kicking off, so catch us on BBC One and iPlayer.
This is BBC One. Now live with the Saturday Tea Time News. Here's Ben Brown.
Go big, give big, feel good.
Welcome along, Dean Lydiot here live with big shows to come. Decades worth of best bits from Michael McIntyre in an hour. BBC One beefing up your Saturday night.
Red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Well, on this St David's Day, sheep farmer Kate Humble competes in a new Weakest Link. Who'll pull the wool over her eyes? Find out in an hour on BBC One after a load of big show fun.
5 on BBC One and iPlayer.
A new surgeon with a sharp tongue joins Casualty in 45 minutes on BBC One, right after more put-downs and gameplay in a brand new episode.
tonight.
For all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
And we'll take you back to Soho's underworld here on BBC One in 50 minutes after a test of faith in Casualty.
So we're stupid.
The seedy side of post-war Soho now on BBC One, with some violent scenes from the start, scenes you may find upsetting, and strong language. Dope girls with blood on their hands. Press red now to watch in Ultra HD on BBC iPlayer.
The news here on BBC One.
10:15 now, and with the news on BBC One, Ben Brown. edgy new comedy to come, Fun Boys at 20 to midnight on BBC One. First, another David and Goliath battle for Plymouth Argyle among today's FA Cup highlights. A double bill of fresh, new, coming-of-age comedy. Now, new to BBC One, adult humour, with some sexual scenes and very strong language. Meet the Fun Boys.
There's just
All episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Emily Blunt is an FBI agent plunged into a dark world. Sicario, our thriller, on BBC One at midnight. Adult humour first, with strong language. Back to the comedy with our Fun Boy 3.
Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Blurred Lines now on BBC One. Emily Blunt stars in tonight's thriller with prolonged violent scenes you may find disturbing, and very strong language in Sicario.
BBC One and iPlayer.
Overnight BBC News just a few minutes away after we check out the weather for the rest of the weekend and the days to come. First on BBC One with Thomas Schaffenacker.
Hello.
Now through until Sunday's breakfast at 6 a.m. Stay in touch with BBC One and nighttime BBC News.